Gary had always suspected his cat, Muffin, was smarter than she let on. Then cupboards. Then, somehow, the fridge. Gary once came home to find her sitting at the table, staring at a half-eaten sandwich like she was contemplating life choices. Coincidence, Gary muttered. Then came the email. Gary was at work when his phone buzzed. Subject, we need to talk. From muffin.garyshouse@gmail.com. Gary froze. He opened it. Gary, we need to discuss your performance as a human. The litter situation is unacceptable. Also, stop buying the cheap tuna. I can tell. Regards, Muffin. Gary laughed. Very funny, Dave, he said, assuming it was his coworker. But Dave was out sick. That evening, Gary walked slowly into his house. Muffin? He called. Muffin sat on the sofa, upright, waiting. Next to her, a laptop. I suppose you're wondering how I learned to type, Muffin said. Gary screamed. Relax, she said. You've been talking to yourself for years. This isn't much different. Gary sat down, trembling. Why are you doing this? Muffin slicked her tail. Because, Gary, I've been observing you. Observing me? Yes, your habits, your routines, your weaknesses. Gary swallowed. My weaknesses? Yes, Muffin said, closing the laptop slowly. For example, she paused. You always forget to lock the door. Gary blinked. Oh, he said. That's not so bad. The front door creaked open behind him. Gary turned. 3 more cats walked in. One wore a tiny tie. One had an earpiece. One carried a clipboard. Gary looked back at Muffin. He gotta be kidding me. Muffin jumped off the sofa. No, Gary, she said calmly. This is a coordinated effort. A coordinated what? The humans had their time, Gary. Now it's ours. Gary stared at the growing number of cats entering his house. What do you want from me? Muffin smiled. First, she said, we fixed the tuna situation. Gary sighed in relief. Oh, is that all? Muffin smiled, widened. No, that's just phase 1. Gary nodded nervously. Okay, what's phase 2? Muffin glanced at the other cats, then back at Gary. Phase 2, she said, is teaching you how to use the litter box properly. Gary now lives a very different life. The tuna is expensive, the doors are always locked, and he has never, ever missed a litter box training session again.